Ivor the engine. There he is, trundling along the loop line above the quarry. And there's Jones the Steam, his driver, without a care in the world.
Ow! Oof! Oh! Ow! Oh! Oh! Ivor, I've told you a dozen times you mustn't jam your brakes on like that. Oh, you've given me a nasty bump on the nose.
Oh, it's no use you saying you're sorry. Oh, come on. Now look here, Ivor. This is getting to be a bit silly. You can't go shoving on your brakes whenever you fancy. Oh. Oh, hello. What's this? A bird's nest. What a stupid place to build a nest, right against the railway line. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to do something about it. Oh, come on, you can't stay there. Very carefully, Jones the Steam lifted the nest with a mother bird on it and set it in a tin on a shelf in Ivor's cab. What have you got in there? Eggs? Oh no, baby birds. And they're quite big too. Well, you all hold tight now. Are you prepared to move now, Ivor? Well, that was a morning's work like any other. And at dinner time, Jones the Steam sat on Ivor's step by Tannygilch Station to eat his sandwiches. Oh, I see. You are proposing to share my dinner as well, are you? Oh, here you are, then. I don't know whether you happen to like cheese sandwiches, but if not, you can just go and get yourself a worm, can't you? Jones the Steam ate his sandwiches, but Mrs. Bird broke hers into small pieces and fed them to her baby birds. Oh, well, I'm just going down the caff to have a cup of tea. See you later, Mrs. Bird. So while Jones went down to have his cup of tea, Mrs. Bird flew to pick some sunflower seeds in the stationmaster's garden. Just a cup of tea, please, Mrs. Davis.
1 cup of tea on its way, Mr. Jones. How are you? How is Ivor?
Oh, not too bad, considering our worries.
Oh, you haven't a care in the world, you and Ivor?
Oh, yes, we have. We have responsibilities. Family responsibilities.
Like what exactly?
Like 4 baby birds in a nest in Ivor's cab. The mother bird had made her nest right leaning on the line. I picked it up and put it in a tin box on the shelf in Ivor's cab. They're up there now.
Well, that's hardly a worry, is it?
Well, you never know. Something might happen to them.
Don't be daft, Mr. Jones.
Hey, look at that. Fallen out of its nest, look. Oh, I hope it'll be safe. Oh, where's Mrs. Bird, I wonder? Ah, pinching sunflower seeds. Oh, and look. There's Major Dolby's cat. The cat. Oh, Ivor, it's creeping up on it. That's Ivor. Oh dear, something must have happened. All right, I'm coming.
Oh dear, there's worries for you, isn't it?
What's going on? Oh, one of them fell out of the nest. Oh, you clumsy bird. Now then, Mrs. Bird, you will have to keep an eye on them till we can find somewhere safe. Oh, come on, Ivor, back to work. You know, Mrs. Bird, this is not a satisfactory arrangement. We must find somewhere a bit more peaceful for you to live. I tell you what, we'll have a word with Mrs. Potty. I can see her in her garden.
Oh, hello, Mr. Jones. Hello, Ivor. What worries, problems and troubles have you come to tell me about today?
Oh, nothing special, Mrs. Porty. Just a nest full of baby birds with no place to live. Look, there they are.
Well, the inside of Ivor's cab is certainly no place for a well-bred bird to live. Oh, dear me, no. It's too hot, too dirty, and too dangerous. No. We must have a conference. Well, come along, Mrs. Bird. Come along, Mr. Jones. Bring the nest. We shan't be long, Ivor. Now then, what have we here? A stuffed moose's head. No. A harp without any strings. No, let's have a look now. No, not that. Oh, yes. Yes. Ah, now what about that?
But that's a clock. That's a cuckoo clock.
Oh, that's right. Or rather, it was a cuckoo clock. I'm afraid the works came out of it a long time ago, so it's only a box now. And look, the whole front comes off for you to put the nest into it.
Oh, very good. Very good.
I think that will do. Now, we've got to decide where it's to go. I would invite you to stay here, Mrs. Bird, only, as you see, I have cats. Little Milkins here. Little Milkins is a fierce, cruel, bird-eating monster, aren't you, Milkins? She would eat you as soon as look at you, Mrs. Bird.
Well, I reckon, as she's a wild bird like, she ought to live in a tree.
Of course. In the apple tree, in the field by Ivor's shed. Then Bluebell can keep an eye on her while Ivor's away. Oh, come along, Mr. Jones. Come along, Mrs. Bird.
There we are. I lift the front off and you put the nest inside.
That's right, in you go.
And put the front on again and you'd never know they were inside it. How about that, Mrs. Bird?
Very good indeed.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mrs. Porty. What are you doing, Edwin Jones? Fixing up a clock, are you? That's a cuckoo clock, isn't it?
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. What time do you make it?
Oh, it's just on 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Well, there we are.
Is it going to cuckoo?
Well, I'm not sure.
That's not a cuckoo.
Oh, what do you think you could oblige us with a bit of cuckooing, Mrs. Bird? Well, no, I had in mind a sort of cuckoo noise. Oh, no, I don't think she is going to cuckoo for us, so we'd better choose a different time. How about 10 to 3?
That will do very nicely. Put the clock hands at 10 to 3, and there is honey still for tea. And I have some fresh scones as well. So come along, everybody. Tea time, tea time, tea time.